Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is not an unboxing, more like an unmailing. So the FedEx man brought by some parts I think you guys might be interested in looking at for those of you that have AKs and have a particular problem that I'm going to get into down the road here. What you're looking at here are some M72 Cleaning Rod retaining plates. These came off of demilled surplus Yugoslav Zastava made M72 light machine guns. So of course the M72 is the Yugoslav's version of the RPK. And these things are, they're about $15 a piece. That's what I paid. So not exactly cheap, but they do a good job in kind of addressing an issue that some of you guys have. So I've noticed a lot of people, when they do extended firing with their AKs, they'll have an issue where the cleaning rod walks its way out and walks its way forward in front of the muzzle. A lot of that has to do with, well, the tension in the upper handguard, the lower handguard, not keeping it in place. But also another issue, which I'll show you here in a little bit, is some of these imported guns, especially Zastava guns, don't have that secondary tab or that little loop that you can run a cleaning rod through. Like I'll show you on an RPK here in a minute, and also for example, the WBP Fox. So I'll show you an example of their assembly. If you look right here, in conjunction with the bayonet lug, because it has a bayonet lug, it runs the cleaning rod through that. And then of course, it ends up right here, and you've got a little channel and a recess for the tip of the cleaning rod. And that does a pretty good job of keeping the cleaning rod in place. What you're running into, though, with some of these other imports is that they don't have bayonet lugs. So the entire bayonet lug, in some cases, is not there, and it doesn't allow you to have a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Positive lockup of the cleaning rod. So here, I'll put on the screen, this is an M90, and you can see I've already installed one of those M72 cleaning rod retaining plates on this one here. This has one of those Damage Industries flash hiders. I love these things. I've got a couple more in order, and you can see how it prevents it from walking forward because it has a little channel there. But if you go down here, what's missing is a proper place to retain a cleaning rod. This would normally have a bayonet lug. Of course, these do not. And you don't have that little channel for the cleaning rod to run through. You do have a little cutout, but it doesn't have actually a hole to run through. So that's basically all you've got for retention. Now you can bend cleaning rods to make them kind of impinge a little bit on the barrel and things like that to keep them in place. But unfortunately, a lot of these imports nowadays don't have any kind of provision for a cleaning rod. In fact, you're really lucky to get a cleaning rod at all. So without further ado, I'll weigh this thing real quick. We'll go ahead and slide this off. If you order parts from Apex Gun Parts, you're going to get a little sticker like you just saw there. Whoop-de-doo, right? So let's take a look and see how much this weighs. I'm going to say it weighs basically nothing. It's stamped metal. So we'll switch the units to ounces. And we'll see if we get anything registering on this thing. Of course, it doesn't want to. There we go. So 0.16 ounces. So you're not adding any weight, if that was a concern at all. We'll go ahead and I'll put this on one of the other rifles. I have an M70 Zastava, which I'll put on screen here in just a second. And that has a muzzle nut. It doesn't. I've actually removed the sugar scoop, so you can see here. This is an M70 762x39. This one actually has a provision for the cleaning rod, like you see on the WBP Fox. The M70 actually has that, so that's added layer of protection. You don't get a bayonet lug, unfortunately, but you do have that. So you can retrofit this and put that on there. What it's going to do is it'll advance the muzzle nut slightly forward, and it'll kind of give you a little bit of a recessed crown effect. And you'll see that on the RPKs as well. If you do that, they're actually going to advance the muzzle nut a little bit farther forward than it normally would be, and you get kind of a recessed crown. I'll go ahead and install one of these on an RPK right now. I'm going to do it off camera because I need both hands to do this. So these are, I think these are a worthwhile addition, especially if you plan on doing any kind of competitions and you want to maintain your cleaning rod, or you just want to run it through some hard use. You want to have that little added bit of security that allows you to not have your cleaning rod fall out the front. And that's kind of embarrassing when that happens. Not to mention you'll probably end up losing it. So in just a second, I'll see what this RPK looks like. This one also has a flash hider. I found that these retaining plates work better if you're using like an aftermarket flash hider and not one of the sugar scoops. The sugar scoop kind of indexes a little differently. I'm not saying you can't do it, but oh, so there we go. Without further ado, I'll put the, if I can get the RPK on camera. So there you go. We have a Romanian RPK with an M72 retainer plate. Now these normally did not come with those. Really, that's really a Yugoslav specific thing as far as I'm aware. But it's just something to take this little Yugoslav bayonet right here. Just something to think about, really. This is one of my low effort content videos. I just thought I wanted to show you guys some parts I'm getting in the mail that for not a whole lot of money I think is worthwhile. It's a worthwhile investment. And so that's all I've got. This has been under 10 minutes. What this is a quick review of the M72 RPK cleaning rod retaining plate. I got mine at Apex Gun Parts. You can find them elsewhere, but they're about $15 used. And so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this worthwhile? Am I wasting my time? Am I wasting my money? Just let me know what you guys think. And stay tuned for some more proper reviews. This is just a low effort Monday content. Until next time, it's been Rabbit Hole Reviews.